Ladies and gentlemen, beloved brothers and sisters, pay attention right now. The moment you enter a room, the atmosphere changes. Heaven notices it. Darkness recoils. And people, yes, people feel it deep within because you are carrying a dangerous anointing. You were not designed to live in the shadows or settle for mediocrity. You were not redeemed to follow the crowd. There is fire on your life that shakes the ordinary, confounds the opposition, and breaks chains wherever you step. You are set apart to stand out, to be the living proof that God still pours power into human vessels, power no enemy, no trial, and no circumstance can hold back. Hear me clearly. The anointing resting on you is not merely for decoration. It is authority. It is fire. It is life-changing. It is not ornamental. It is the weight of heaven itself. This is your weapon. A fire ignited in your words, authority engraved in your hands, and divine favor carrying you forward wherever your feet touch the ground. The anointing on your life is not a decoration. It is a force that opens doors before you even knock. It silences lies that were never meant to be confronted. It shields your name in rooms where others would seek to malign you and guards your heart in spaces where intentions are questioned. This anointing is dangerous, not because it renders you impervious, but because it renders you surrendered, yielded, aligned with a power far greater than your understanding. You are a threat to apathy, to fear, to generational chains that thought they could endure forever. Every room you enter is transformed, not by your appearance, your titles, or your personality, but by the weight of heaven resting within you. There is a spiritual current flowing around you, ahead of you, behind you, and through you. People may not be able to name it, but they sense it deep in their spirit. They lean in closer when you speak. They notice when you move. They feel a pull toward hope when your smile graces the space. This is not coincidence. It is the unmistakable fingerprint of the anointing upon your life. You are dangerous to darkness. Your presence alone challenges mediocrity and despair. You do not need to shout. You do not need to make a spectacle. The oil on your life communicates. It moves quietly yet powerfully, transforming conversations, shifting attitudes, and awakening dormant dreams in the hearts of those around you. Some may resent you. Some may gossip. Yet, when trouble strikes, they instinctively reach for you. That is proof that your life disrupts the ordinary. You are not average. You were never meant to be background noise. You are the voice in the wilderness, the spark in the cold, the water in the desert. Broken hearts lift higher in your presence. Weary souls find strength. Generational chains begin to rattle and fall because you dared to show up carrying power rather than excuses. In a world that tries to conform you, it is easy to forget your value. Sometimes you doubt yourself. You wonder if your prayers matter, if your presence changes anything, if the battles you fight in faith really move heaven. Let me assure you they do. The pressure you feel before stepping into difficult situations is not fear. It is the weight of glory pressing against your weakness, transforming you into a portal of heaven on earth. You are not merely surviving a room, you are rewriting its atmosphere. This is why resistance arises. This is why distractions and discouragement appear. Because if you truly understood the impact of your presence, you would no longer tolerate what you were born to overthrow. You would stop bowing to fear and begin commanding peace. You would stop dimming your light and allow it to blaze. Consider this. Your presence at a workplace, a home, or even a casual gathering brings a quiet calm. Storms subside, burdens lift, and hope rises simply because you are there. You are not filling space. You are filling the atmosphere with a declaration that heaven itself has arrived. You do not need to manipulate circumstances. Stay yielded. Stay close to the source. Keep your heart pure. The oil within you will draw the hungry, repel the counterfeit, expose deception, and heal the broken. This is what makes you unstoppable. Not your strength, but your surrender. Walk boldly into every room. Carry yourself with assurance, not arrogance. Whether applauded or misunderstood, your anointing in G will speak. The shift you create, the fire in your words and actions moves atmospheres. Not because of loudness or perfection, but because you are aligned with God. Let your life declare the impossible as possible. Your anointing is a weapon. Every word you speak carries fire. Every prayer you lift releases heaven's authority. This is not for show. It is precise, targeted, and unstoppable against every plan of darkness. Doors that were locked, opportunities that seemed unreachable, and chains that bound generations, all bow in the presence of your surrendered life. The power you carry is dangerous because it operates beyond human understanding. It does not rely on effort or human wisdom. It relies on alignment, obedience, and intimacy with the source. This anointing will confront apathy. It will dismantle fear. It will uproot curses and strongholds that have plagued families for decades. The moment you step into a space, something shifts. The atmosphere itself bends to the presence of God within you. People may not know why they feel hope around you, why burdens lighten when you enter a room, why impossible situations seem possible. They may not see your prayers, your tears, your private worship, but heaven notices, and the effect is undeniable. Some will resist you. Some will misunderstand your boldness. Some will attempt to diminish your influence. That is the natural reaction of the enemy when he recognizes a dangerous vessel. This is why obstacles appear, criticism arises, and opposition intensifies. But let me remind you, opposition is proof of anointing. Resistance is a sign that your weapon is working. The enemy fears you not because of your strength, but because of what God has placed within you. He knows the moment you step fully into your calling, nothing can contain you. Your anointing operates quietly yet powerfully. It does not need a platform, a microphone, or applause. It moves in hidden places. At work, at home, in the middle of your struggles. You could be in a waiting room, a hallway, or your kitchen, and the atmosphere will shift because heaven's presence follows you. Every prayer, every act of obedience, every whisper of faith is a strike against the darkness. Your faith is a hammer. Your worship is a fire. Your prayers are strategic missiles that disrupt enemy plans. Do not underestimate what you carry. The mustard seed within you can move mountains. The simple, faithful acts of obedience you perform daily have ripple effects beyond your understanding. Your anointing breaks chains quietly, yet with permanent impact. People notice, they respect it, they may even fear it. But your focus is not on recognition. It is on obedience. It is on faithfulness. It is on walking in the reality that you are a carrier of heaven's power, sent to shift the world around you. You are not ordinary. You were not made to blend in. You were marked from the beginning to stand out. The world may try to convince you that quiet conformity is safe, that humility means shrinking, that influence is about pleasing people. That is a lie. Your difference is a divine assignment. Your boldness, your passion, your insight, they are not accidents. They are seeds of transformation planted by God within you. Every time you sense misalignment with the crowd, every time you feel separated from those around you, it is a signal that you were chosen to be a catalyst for change. This is why protecting your anointing is critical. Not every environment, not every conversation, not every person deserves access to the oil on your life. You must steward it wisely. Steward your time, your energy, your heart. Avoid spaces that drain instead of develop you. Surround yourself with those who honor your calling, who understand the cost of your journey, who recognize that what flows through you is not ordinary. Your anointing is sacred. It is powerful. It is life-changing. Treat it with reverence, and it will accomplish what your hands alone could never achieve. You are a vessel armed for battle, not a vessel armed for comfort. You were forged in the fire of struggle, tested in isolation, strengthened through prayers no one witnessed. Every scar, every tear, every sleepless night has prepared you to wield this weapon with precision. Your anointing is a portal of heaven on earth, and when you step fully into it, the impossible becomes possible. Remember, the world will try to minimize your influence. The enemy will try to manipulate your perception of your worth. People may misunderstand your actions, misinterpret your intentions, or question your choices. Do not be discouraged. The oil on your life speaks louder than human opinion. Heaven sees, darkness trembles, your obedience transforms. Keep walking boldly. Keep standing surrendered. Keep wielding the weapon God has entrusted to you. Every step you take, every decision you make carries weight far beyond what you see. Your presence alone causes unseen forces to react. The room feels different when you enter. Conversations pause, eyes shift, hearts quicken. People may not know why, but the spirit realm knows. Your anointing is a supernatural force that interrupts complacency and awakens hope. It does not require recognition. It simply moves because it is alive. You were never meant to be silent. Your words, prayers, and actions are instruments of change. When you speak, life flows. When you intercede, chains break. When you worship, strongholds tremble. Your obedience amplifies your weapon. Your faith fuels it. Your alignment with God directs it. Some may doubt your influence, but every unseen battle you win, every moment of faithfulness in the quiet, every prayer lifted in the dark, all of it compounds. Heaven marks it. Darkness cannot contain it. Your anointing is unstoppable. Not everyone will understand what you carry. Some will misunderstand your boldness. Some will resent your light. Some will attempt to diminish your influence or question your authority. That is the natural reaction of darkness when it senses a dangerous vessel. Opposition is not a sign of failure. It is proof of impact. The enemy attacks where he fears your potential. Every trial, every misunderstanding, every resistance you encounter is evidence that your weapon is effective. Stand firm, walk boldly, speak with authority. Your anointing cannot be ignored. Your influence is subtle but powerful. It does not scream, yet it commands attention. It does not manipulate, yet it shifts realities. It does not demand, yet it delivers results. A prayer whispered at midnight can dismantle years of oppression. An act of kindness offered in faith can awaken hope in a hardened heart. A word spoken in truth can redirect destiny. You are a vessel of divine strategy. The oil on your life does not work randomly. It is precise, calculated by heaven, unstoppable by man or devil. Do not allow the opinions of the world to dilute your power. Not everyone will cheer when you rise. Not everyone will celebrate your victories. Not everyone will honor your obedience. But this does not diminish your authority. Your effectiveness is not dependent on applause. Your faithfulness is not measured by human validation. Heaven measures it. Darkness fears it. Your obedience changes destinies, even when no one notices. Even when the world misunderstands, your anointing operates. You are marked to stand out. You are chosen to carry a dangerous anointing. From childhood, you sensed it. The subtle differences, the inability to fit in, the quiet knowing that you were called for something greater. That is not a flaw. That is identity. That is destiny. The very things that set you apart are the tools of your influence, your insight, your compassion, your discernment, your hunger for God. These are not accidents. They are divine imprints placed in you to awaken others, to shift atmospheres, and to disrupt patterns of limitation. Guard your anointing wisely. It is sacred. It is costly. It is life-changing. Not every conversation, not every environment, not every person deserves access to it. Protect your time, your energy, your heart. Avoid relationships and situations that drain your spirit. Surround yourself with those who honor your calling, those who recognize the cost of your journey, and those who encourage your growth. Your anointing is precious. It was pressed out of you in seasons of tears, late night prayers, and trials. Treat it with reverence. Steward it with care. Multiply it through obedience, worship, and surrendered faith. The enemy will attempt to attack your focus. Distractions, temptations, and trials will come. Do not be alarmed. They are signs that you are moving into the fullness of your assignment. Each resistance is an opportunity to strengthen your weapon, refine your discernment, and solidify your faith. Remember, your anointing is a living, active force. It will protect you. It will empower you. It will release heaven into every place you enter. Stand firm. Step boldly. Speak courageously. Pray relentlessly. Worship passionately. Your obedience activates your weapon. Your alignment unleashes its full power. You are a carrier of heaven's fire. Your presence transforms spaces. Your prayers shatter chains. Your obedience awakens hope. Your faith moves mountains. Your worship commands victory. Never underestimate what God has placed within you. This is not for show. This is not temporary. This is eternal. You are a vessel armed and dangerous, designed to shift destinies, disrupt strongholds, and bring heaven to earth. Walk boldly. Stand unwavering. Speak confidently. Your anointing is alive. Your weapon is real. Your assignment is unstoppable. Your anointing is not for decoration. It is a weapon, a living, breathing force that pushes back darkness and aligns circumstances with God's will. Every prayer you pray, every act of obedience, every step in faith strengthens this weapon. It is active, precise, and unstoppable. You are not here to blend in, to be unnoticed, or to settle for mediocrity. You are a danger to the forces of stagnation, fear, and despair. When you walk into a space, the atmosphere changes, not because of what you wear, who you know, or the words you speak, but because of the weight of God's power on your life. People may not understand it, but they feel it. They lean in. They pay attention. They instinctively know something supernatural is present. Your influence is spiritual, invisible to the eye, yet undeniable to the soul. This is the mark of a dangerous anointing. Do not misunderstand the cost. This anointing requires sacrifice. It is cultivated through seasons of trials, fasting, prayer, and persistence in the unseen. It grows when you choose faith over fear, obedience over convenience, and purity over compromise. It is refined by testing, strengthened through resistance, and matured by perseverance. Every sleepless night, every whispered prayer, every tear shed in secret has pressed more oil into your vessel. Your struggles were never wasted. They were the forge that shaped your weapon. The enemy hates what he cannot control. He will attempt to confuse, discourage, and distract you. He will throw obstacles, provoke attacks, and stir storms in your life. Do not be shaken. The opposition is proof that your anointing is effective. Every time resistance comes, remember, heaven is with you. The spiritual realm recognizes your authority and moves to protect and empower you. Your faith, when aligned with God, becomes a supernatural shield. Your obedience, when consistent, becomes a force that chains cannot hold. Your prayer, when fervent, becomes a sword that pierces strongholds. This anointing is relational. It impacts people, changes atmospheres, and shifts destinies. You have been entrusted with influence beyond comprehension. Your words encourage, your counsel guides, your prayers heal. Even in silence, your presence brings peace, hope, and clarity. Those who encounter you are affected, not As you demand it, but because God flows through you. You are a conduit of heaven, and heaven cannot be ignored. Understand the responsibility. Your anointing is powerful, but it must be stewarded. Protect your heart. Guard your mind. Choose your associations wisely. Not everyone deserves access to your influence. Some will try to drain it. Others will attempt to misuse it. Do not allow your gift to be compromised. Grow it in secret places. Multiply it through prayer, worship, and obedience. Feed your spirit more than your flesh. Soak in the word until it saturates your life. The more you nurture your vessel, the more effective your weapon becomes. Your obedience amplifies your impact. When you respond faithfully in the small things, God releases power in the larger arenas. Every act of integrity, every moment of patience, every choice to love, forgive, and bless builds momentum. Your consistency becomes the channel for miracles. Your faithfulness becomes the blueprint for generations. Your life becomes a testimony of God's presence and power. Do not shrink from confrontation or challenge. Your anointing is made for battle. It provokes opposition, stirs jealousy, and disrupts comfort zones. This is expected. It is proof that you are advancing, that your influence is felt, and that your weapon is active. Stand firm, speak truth, intercede with authority, worship with abandon, move with confidence. You were not created to be passive. You were created to lead, to influence, and to break every chain that dares to bind you or those around you. Remember, your anointing does not require validation from man. It does not depend on applause, recognition, or approval. It depends on alignment with God, consistency in obedience, and faithfulness in the unseen. When heaven approves, nothing can override it. Demons tremble, situations shift, people are moved, lives are changed. Your weapon is alive, powerful, and active. Stand boldly, walk purposefully, speak courageously, pray relentlessly, worship passionately. Your anointing is real. Your influence is supernatural. Your assignment is unstoppable. Every battle you face, every challenge you overcome, every victory you claim amplifies your weapon. You are armed, you are dangerous, and you are victorious. Your anointing is not just for you. It is a lifeline for others. Wherever you go, doors open that you did not knock on, hearts soften that no one else could reach, chains break that have held families, communities, and even generations captive. This is not luck. This is power, supernatural, divine, unstoppable power. You are a vessel chosen to carry heaven into places of darkness, to bring light into confusion, to release freedom where bondage has ruled. Your very presence disrupts despair and ignites hope. Do not underestimate the subtle ways your anointing works. When you speak a word of encouragement, it plants seeds in hearts that will bear fruit for years to come. When you pray in secret, unseen angels are dispatched to align circumstances and protect the ones you love. When you worship passionately, invisible walls of oppression crumble before your eyes. The world may not notice immediately, but heaven takes careful note. What you do in faith resonates beyond what your eyes can see. This power is relational and contagious. The moment you begin to walk in it consistently, others cannot help but be drawn toward it. People seek your counsel, they crave your peace, and they are moved by the authenticity of your heart. But remember, not all who come near you come with pure intentions. Some will attempt to exploit your gift, to drain your spirit, or to take credit for your labor. Discernment is essential. Protect what God has given. Pour out only to those who honor the source, who value the cost, and who align with your purpose. Spiritual warfare is inevitable. The moment you embrace your anointing, battles appear. Opposition will rise, criticism will come, and obstacles will multiply. But take heart, these attacks are not evidence of failure. They are confirmation that your weapon is active and effective. The enemy fights hardest against those who are marked for greatness. When he cannot destroy your calling, he attempts to distract, discourage, or delay it. Stand firm. Hold your ground. Trust that the spirit within you is greater than any scheme of the enemy. Your life is a battlefield, and your obedience is the strategy. The small acts of faith, the prayers whispered in the night, the moments of integrity when no one is watching, they are the training ground for victory. Every trial, every setback, every challenge has prepared you to wield your anointing with precision and authority. Do not despise the lessons hidden in hardship. They refine your weapon, strengthen your resolve, and deepen your dependence on God.
The pressure you feel is not defeat, it is preparation.
Remember, your influence carries weight in both the natural and spiritual realms. Your words shape atmospheres. Your actions set patterns. Your prayers create pathways for miracles. People may try to imitate you, to mimic your success, or to compete with your gifts, but they cannot replicate the intimacy, the sacrifice, and the surrender that have produced your anointing. It is uniquely yours, custom crafted by heaven, and it will not fail when wielded faithfully. Do not fear your own power. Do not shy away from the responsibility you have been entrusted with. Your anointing is dangerous because it aligns you with God's will, and nothing can oppose what heaven has authorized. Your presence, your prayers, and your obedience shift destinies. Families are liberated. Generations are transformed. Communities are awakened. You are more than you realize, and the assignment before you exceeds what you have imagined. Walk boldly into your calling. Do not apologize for your difference. Do not dilute your influence to make others comfortable. Do not hide your light in rooms that cannot handle your rightness. You were made to stand out, to disrupt the status quo, to release heaven into places where hope has been lost. The battles you face are markers of your destiny, not signs of weakness. The challenges you encounter are the fuel that sharpens your weapon. Every trial is an opportunity to demonstrate the power of God flowing through you. Every step you take, every choice you make, every prayer you pray, carry the awareness that your anointing is active. Your obedience, even in the smallest matters, releases power. Your faith, even in hidden spaces, moves mountains. Your worship, even in solitude, reshapes the atmosphere. You are not ordinary. You are not average. You are a supernatural agent of change. You are dangerous, not by your own strength, but by the power of the living God residing in you. Do not underestimate your assignment. Do not doubt your influence. Do not fear opposition. Stand tall, walk faithfully, and speak boldly. Your anointing is active, your weapon is alive, and your destiny is unstoppable. You have been equipped to shift atmospheres, break chains, and ignite hope. Every encounter you have, every space you enter, every heart you touch, remember, heaven is moving through you. You are dangerous. You are chosen. You are victorious. Your anointing is a shield and a sword. It protects you in moments when the world cannot. It guards your heart, your mind, and your spirit from attacks meant to steal, kill, and destroy. When others falter in the face of opposition, your presence stands as a barrier between the enemy and the promises of God. That oil on your life is not just symbolic, it is active, dynamic, and authoritative. Every step you take in obedience strengthens the protection around you. You may feel pressure. You may face ridicule or misunderstanding. You may walk through storms that seem too great for any person to endure. Do not fear these challenges. They are not signs that God has abandoned you. They are proof that your weapon is powerful. Opposition always rises against what is destined to bless. The louder the battle, the greater the breakthrough waiting for you on the other side. Every obstacle is a signal that heaven is working, even when the natural cannot see it. The enemy will attempt to distract you with comparison, fear, and lies. He will whisper that your efforts are too small, your influence too weak, your calling insignificant. Do not listen. Your anointing is a declaration that God's power flows through you, not your ability, the words you speak in prayer, the faith you exercise in quiet corners, the choices you make to obey even when it is hard. They carry authority that shakes realms. This authority is not for show. It is precise, it is potent, and it cannot be ignored by darkness. Remember, your life is a battlefield, and your obedience is your strategy. Every sacrifice you make in secret, every act of integrity in unseen moments, every prayer that pierces heaven, these are the invisible weapons of your warfare. You are equipped not only to withstand storms, but to command them to bow. You are an agent of heaven, sent to release change, freedom, and life in every space you occupy. Your anointing is not casual. It demands reverence, stewardship, and consistency. Protect it, nurture it. Refuse to allow distractions, fear, or opportunists to drain it. Not every conversation deserves your energy. Not every place needs your presence. Discern where to pour out and where to hold back. Your power is valuable, your oil is sacred, and your influence has eternal consequences. Guard it as carefully as would guard your life itself. The world may try to mislabel you. They may misunderstand your difference. They may call your faith extreme, your boldness intimidating, your devotion excessive. Ignore their words. They cannot see the spiritual dynamics working through you. Heaven sees, angels respond, demons tremble. Your obedience and faithfulness move realms. Every prayer, every act of courage, every choice to walk faithfully releases chains, heals brokenness, and shifts destinies. You are not ordinary. You are chosen. You are unstoppable. Do not shy away from your calling. Do not play small to make others comfortable. Do not reduce your influence to fit within the expectations of the natural. Your assignment exceeds what you can see with your eyes, and it thrives in spaces where faith dares to step boldly. The oil on your life is the evidence of divine favor, authority, and empowerment. It speaks louder than words, acts stronger than effort, and accomplishes what human hands cannot. Every trial you endure, every test you face, every opposition that seeks to push you back, it is all shaping you into a vessel worthy of extraordinary power. You are being refined, sharpened, and strengthened for the battles only you can fight. You have been equipped to stand firm in the face of fear, to speak boldly when the world whispers doubt, and to move with confidence when uncertainty surrounds you. Your obedience activates your authority, your faith releases your power, and your surrender unlocks miracles. Understand this: your presence alone shifts atmospheres. Your words carry weight, your prayers break strongholds, your faith ignites hope, and your worship releases freedom. Those who encounter you may not understand it, but they will feel it. The oil on your life is not decoration. It is a weapon. It is fire, authority, favor, and life all at once. It protects, it empowers, and it transforms everything it touches. Stand boldly, walk faithfully, speak confidently. The anointing on you is alive, active, and unstoppable. Let it flow, let it work, let it fulfill the purposes for which heaven designed it. You are dangerous. You are chosen. You are victorious. Now, hear me clearly. Your anointing is not for decoration. It is for domination over every force that dares to rise against God's purpose in your life. It is not casual. It is not optional. And it is not to be hidden. You have been equipped to advance, to break barriers, to step into rooms others fear, and to release life where despair has held sway. The oil on you is a tangible authority. It shifts atmospheres, it changes outcomes, and it unsettles darkness wherever it dwells. Do not allow fear or doubt to make you retreat. Do not shrink in the presence of resistance. The battles you face are proof of your power. They are confirmation that what you carry is real, potent, and consequential. Every whisper of discouragement, every unexpected obstacle, every trial meant to stop you is actually a signal that your weapon, the anointing, is working. The greater the pushback, the heavier the favor that is advancing behind you. You were never created to conform. You were crafted to stand out, to disrupt mediocrity, to awaken the sleeping, and to break generational strongholds. You carry authority that cannot be contained by circumstance, intimidated by opposition, or silenced by criticism. That authority flows from your surrender, your obedience, and your intimacy with the source of all power. The oil on your life will not fail. It does not lose potency, it does not grow weary, and it does not falter. Very act of faith you perform, every prayer you pray, every word you speak carries a weight that shifts realities. You are a living demonstration of what happens when heaven touches earth. You are a walking testament that God still anoints human vessels with power, wisdom, and authority that no man, no devil, and no circumstance can overcome. People may misunderstand you. They may underestimate you. They may attempt to stop you. But their inability to comprehend your destiny does not change the truth. You are armed, anointed, and unstoppable. Stand boldly in every space God has called you to. Speak with the authority that comes from intimacy with heaven. Walk in the confidence that flows from obedience. Your anointing is not conditional on recognition. It is not dependent on applause. It is alive, active, and unstoppable. It will protect, empower, and advance you, even when the natural cannot explain it. Let the oil on your life do the heavy lifting. Let it open doors that were closed. Let it silence lies and bring clarity to confusion. Let it protect your family, your purpose, and your legacy. Understand this truth. You have been marked. Your destiny is not random. Your presence matters. Your obedience releases change far beyond what you see. You are the answer to prayers you may never hear. You are the hope to hearts that may never thank you. You are the authority to break curses that have held generations. And heaven is watching, moving, and responding to every step you take in faith. Do not fear the opposition. Do not shrink from the challenge. Do not doubt your impact. Your anointing is more powerful than you imagine. It is your divine signature on the earth. It carries weight, it carries authority, it carries fire. Those who encounter you will feel it. Angels respond, darkness flees, broken lives awaken, chains fall, hearts heal, dreams revive. And all of it is a result of the anointing you carry faithfully, consistently, and unapologetically. So rise up today. Step into the fullness of what God has entrusted to you. Walk with boldness, pray with authority, and live with unwavering faith. Protect your oil, grow it daily, and release it generously to those God sends your way. You were created to be dangerous, not to the innocent, not to the faithful, but to every power, every lie, every curse, and every limitation that seeks to thwart God's purpose in your life. Go now and operate in the full awareness of your power. Walk in the confidence of your calling. Speak with the authority of your anointing. And never forget this: heaven is with you. Angels are assigned to you. The enemy fears you. And nothing, absolutely nothing, can stop the plan of God in your life when you rise in the anointing you carry. Stand, speak, move, and watch the world bend to the authority of God flowing through you. You are anointed. You are dangerous. You are victorious. You have the evidence. You've witnessed God turn impossibilities into testimonies. You've seen doors that were sealed swing open at divine timing. You've watched storms calm at your word and mountains yield to your faith. And yet, here you stand, unshaken, unbroken, anointing intact, authority intact, purpose intact. So do not step back. Stand firm. The enemy may assemble forces against you, but angels surround your assignment. Opposition may roar, but the spirit within you roars louder. You were not created to cower, to retreat, or to whisper in fear. You were marked to advance, to rise, to disrupt every plan of darkness, and to release heaven's power into the natural realm. When you know who you are, when you recognize what you carry, hell has no strategy that can contain you. You are not merely surviving, you are thriving. You are not fighting to get by. You are fighting from a place of victory already secured. Let the challenges come. Let the resistance intensify. Let the trials attempt to intimidate. The oil on your life was forged for this moment. You are armed, anointed, and appointed. The storms, the battles, the opposition, none of it is to defeat you. It is proof that you are stepping into all that heaven ordained for you.